1964, New Rochelle, New York, the Avondale Home, the most beautiful house on the best street, the house everyone wanted, and the family everyone wanted to be.
It is a truly beautiful tree, Frank.
A genuine spirit of Christmas right there. 100% broke.
But, so sad I understand. You leave this morning with a Cadillac and $200, and you come home with a Christmas tree, a television set, and a used phone.
And I strike a bargain or what? I love those guys with their heads spinning.
I think I know this feeling.
So Lord have me down back. Yes.
Frank, I do have dinner for you.
Wow, Dad, you're right. Everything is better in color.
How about that 13-inch screen?
It's like Andy Williams is right here in our living room.
Nothing's too good for my boy and my bride.
But, Dad, didn't those guys know you were getting away with something?
People don't know what to tell them, Frankie. It's all a dance. Swap the caddy for the board, use extra cash to pay the mortgage, you can mortgage the leverage to the bank loan, I'm the business owner to get the caddy back. There's always another move to make.
I really should see to dinner.
It's great that you got the loan, Dad.
Hey, I didn't get the loan.
You didn't, but I thought you
I
said...
got something better. 50 checks. The account's in your name. I put $25 in it so you can buy whatever you want. Don't tell your mother.
Thanks, Dad. But if you didn't get the
One
loan...
day, you're going to want something from these people. A house, a car, and this means, from this day on, you are in their little club.
Why didn't you get the loan?
That's just a technicality. They don't loan to anyone under IRS investigation.
Oh.
Listen, you remember the story, right? Two little mice fell in a bucket of cream. The first mouse quickly gave up and drowned, but the second mouse wouldn't quit. He struggled so hard that he eventually churned that cream into butter, and it climbed out. Where are we?
We're the second mouse.
Damn straight we are. We're going to be just fine. Matter of fact, you know what? We're going downtown to buy your Christmas present. A brand new Botany 500 suit.
Dad, that's way too expensive.
Frankie. Do you know why the Yankees win all the time? It's not the Nick. It's not the Joe Pepitone. It's the uniform. Coach stands there, staring at the pinstripes, mesmerized. No, the Dodgers were so scared that they leave town. When your mother walked in with that pencil on the shop, what did she see? A champagne, she noticed my brain or my college degree. Kid, what she saw was the uniform through the dirt and debris. Yes, those ladies gave thanks to us miscellaneous, because the pinstripes are all they see.
Ladies and gentlemen, the smartest man I know, the man with all the moves, my dad, Frank Abigail Sr.
When a pilot walks onto the plane, all the passengers smile. They see he's still tight from that morning last night, and the back to that jacks. Know what they see is the uniform, how it fits to a T. Like that visiting team that the Yankees will bring, but the pinstripes are all that they see. Yeah. If you want to be someone, you look like a bum. A bunch judged by its cover, that's the first rule of thumb. All I want is to get take off, straight to the top floor. Just don't dress them to impress them, and son, you'll stroll in the front door. A kid in a mask and in the store.
Everybody loved my dad. Jack Barnes, the head of the Chamber of Commerce, called him
The most popular businessman in New Rochelle.
Frankie, you don't have to wear your school blazer. You go to public school now.
It's alright, I'm used to it. What's the flash without without a suit. Besides, public school is only for now. Dad will be back in the state, and I'll be back in St. Francis before you know it.
My brave little soldier. You aren't afraid of anything.
I'll be fine, Mom. You do what you have to do.
Well, you do look handsome. Come at this.
Excuse me, is this room 17 French?
Who's asking the FBI?
Let's say a teacher's.
Shouldn't you be in class? Dépêchez-vous! Vite, vite, vite!
Mr. and Mrs. Abigail, I regret to inform you that your son has been teaching Mrs. Glasser's French class.
He what?
Your son has been pretending to be a substitute teacher, lecturing the students, giving out homework. Your son has held 3 parent-teacher conferences. I was planning a class field trip to the French fry factory in Trenton.
You have to forgive him. There's been so much change. We
Let's
lost
go
our
over.
houses.
So I went from the outer office. I found this necklace on the floor. Is it yours?
Frank, please.
You must have dropped it. It looks like it was paid for.
Well, Mr. Abigail.
Frankie, je ne peux pas.
French fry factory. Yeah, we're gonna hit the high life. We've only just begun. We're gonna be together, Frank Senior and Son. Down at the Latin Quarter, and back out country shore. We're gonna be a big side, and life will be better than before. Watching kids,
Hi.
Hi. Is the principal in her office? I need to fax note for my mother. Excuse me, 6th grade.
You should fold it. It's more believable that way.
Oh, this is really a note for my mother.
And what's the first thing you do when your mother gives you a note? You fold it and you put it in your pocket.
Thanks. I'm Betty.
Frank.
Nice jacket.
What they see is the uniform. Just ask one Major D or a tailor in Paris. Go ask Roger Maris. The blue stripes are all they see. Mom, Dad, I met this girl today.
Frankie! Do you remember your father's friend, Jack Barnes?
Hello.
Frank, good to see you. Paula, I take care.
Are you hungry, Frankie? I'll make you a sandwich. Frankie. You're not going to tell him.
No.
That's right. There's nothing to tell him. I'm off to the tennis club to have lunch with a few friends, and when I get back, we'll all have dinner together, all right? Do you need some money, Frankie? A few dollars to buy some comic books. Here, take some.
200 soldiers in that tiny social hall, and you.
I was 16 years old when I met your father. I was your age. How could I know what I wanted?
You wanted him.
I did once. And they wanted to get out of France, and they wanted to have a child. It was a long time ago, Frankie. Believe me. One day you'll look at yourself and you won't be who you were.
There's no phone. There's no cake. There's no Steve McQueen to help me make my great escape. How can I fly like a hero in the sky? Be a shooting star out in the stratosphere. There's the shadow. He might know.
discuss new name, your mother or your father?
One day, the principal picks me up and pulls me out of class, drives me to the courthouse, doesn't tell me why. When I get there, I see my parents up front, with their lawyers and a judge.
It can get very expensive people fighting over this.
Nobody's fighting, Frankie. Look at me. Nobody's fighting.
So many people telling me to
The
choose.
court can decide these things, but it's better if the family does.
It's like a game where either team I lose.
Frankie, skip the name. It'll all be over. It'll be okay.
This kind of noise just makes me wanna shout.
I'm brave, little soldier. Do what you have to do.
I'd like to buy a one-way ticket out.
Sorry, Frank. I got no room to move here.
Rules of the road say don't look back. I'm straight ahead, don't jump the track. Try a new game and pray that I can win. 'Cause I just don't feel at home in mine, so I'll slip now into someone else's skin. One for Grand Central Station, please.
Well, round trip is $5. We reached 3. You have 2.
Okay, so I didn't really know what I was doing. All I knew was that I had to get out. And I'm not proud of it, but my instincts took over. Misdirection, maintain eye contact, keep talking. So, I take my money back from the ticket seller and I make it disappear. And I spin some tale about meeting my grandmother in Idlewild and I ask her for my change, even though she doesn't owe me any change.
Wait, what?
But I keep talking and waiting for my change, or in this case, my money back. And in her confusion, she thinks she owes me $2. So she gives me $2, which means I now have $4, which is enough to buy my one-way ticket to Manhattan, because I don't plan on coming back.
Hold it.
What?
Your ticket?
Thanks. Like I said, I'm not proud of it, but you do what you have to do. I needed to find a way out, and this is the way I found. They wanted me to choose, and I chose. The New Haven Line, track 2, the 10:15 to New York City. I'm gonna run on the street, run down. I'm gonna run from the home team that never touched down. I'm gonna run my books 'cause it's all in a thing. I'm gonna run from the churches that I don't want to be. Scroll on out, I feel free. It's the perfect time to graduate today. I gotta run away now. I gotta run away. We'll see the truth when I move on. Don't need each other much more once I'm gone. When I'm flush and he's back on the street, I'll pick him up and ride down Easy Street. Time to cry for all the years. Rusty gas and blood tears get you nowhere. Not the places I wanted. I just don't feel at home. I need to hustle it now into someone else's skin. 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 And now, ladies and gentlemen, a word from our sponsors. These 3 great products will help you survive your first week in New York City with just 50 checks and a driver's license. Swiss Army penknives are perfect for the kind of person who needs to change his age. There's a 16-year-old cashing a check or opening an account by himself.
It's a lot of questions.
Genuine, Higgins brand, original Indian ink flows easily through your pen at brush. Just a few dabs on your driver's license, and you're 10 years older.
I don't want to tell the difference.
Robert Blue is perfect for the craft person of any age who needs to change his name. With scissors, you can cut and paste names from other documents so that you can become Frank Taylor Jr. And Frank Taylor was welcome.
Or Frank Connors. Or William Taylor.
And we'll be good to go.
Thanks to all our sponsors.
Now right back to the show.
special guest star, Mr. Hanratty. What he's leaving out, folks, in his charming fashion, is that in just a few short months, he'd soaked just about every branch of Chase Manhattan into 5 rows and in northern New Jersey. He opened accounts all over the tri-state area and dropped over in just about every hotel, motel, grocery store, and dry cleaners from here to Hoboken. He was the Johnny Appleseed of fraud.
Mr. Hanratty, thanks for stopping by. We'll be seeing a lot more of him in just a little bit, but right now, there's a much more exciting turn of events.
What he didn't know was that his bad checks were on my desk. What he didn't know was that his mother had filed a missing persons report. What he didn't know was that his clock was ticking.
I'm sorry, Mr. Taylor, but we can't catch this.
Say, Diane, I found this on the sidewalk out front. I think it might be yours.
It's not.
I'm sorry, Mr. Taylor, but we have no restrictions on cashing checks.
Oh, it seems someone put out an FBI bulletin.
If you'd like to leave us your home phone number, we can hold on to this.
No, you know what? Thank you, but I'm late for an appointment. I'm a stockbroker.
He's gonna try 6 more banks. Same story. But we were on it.
And why didn't he catch me?
Only a matter of time.
Mr. Hanratty's jumping ahead. He and I don't even meet face to face for months yet. Right now, he's still stuck at his desk trying to put it all together. You see, when my first 50 checks ran out, I bought a little printing press and I made my own. While I was producing more rubber than a tire factory, Mr. Hanratty and his team were trying to catch my trail. And though I'm alive and living color at the FBI, the picture's black and white.
Dollar, what have you done?
Get $1 the next time you decide to stack the boxes 10 high. Make sure you're underneath them before they fall.
Sorry. Leave the kid alone.
Come on, Handwriting. Don't you remember how they used to razz you?
Yeah, it's an experience I see no reason to repeat. Now listen, we have 3 or 4 major league paper hangers somewhere in this mess. And we're gonna find them. Even if that means that we drop dead at our desks and our fossilized bones are discovered in some archaeological dig in the 21st century.
Come on, Hanratty. It's 4:45. And it's Thanksgiving.
Listen, we do the job because it's the job. And as long as I'm interim second assistant special agent in charge of the bank fraud and forgery subdivision, North Atlantic region, thank you very much. We'll do the job until it's done. Thanksgiving or no Thanksgiving.
That's easy for you to say, Handwriting. Some of us still have wives.
Oh, low blow, Agent Brand. By the way, try going home for lunch one of these days unannounced and see how well that works out.
You got you there.
What are you laughing at? Shouldn't you be in another department? Maybe like daycare?
I was auditing background checks for the Library of Congress. Then I requested a transfer. Something where I could use my gun. I like guns. And cars. Anything loud and fast, basically.
How about Shelley Winters? She's loud and fast. Come on, Tyler, I know this job isn't as exciting as field work or counterintelligence.
Or a long, slow death.
Maybe nobody knows you're down here. But he does. Oh yeah, he does. The one you're after, he knows. The day you slap those cuffs on him and watch them along the way. Now, this is interesting. This is very, very.
I know you think so, and that's the sad thing.
Look at these two. He's changing the maker numbers on the checks.
Who the hell? Micker? Micker Mouse? Who the hell is Micker?
Micker, M-I-C-R, magnetic ink character recognition, Jiminy Christmas.
Frank Taylor must have gotten his hands on a maker code. And Frank Williams, too. Look here. If you change a 02 to a 12, a check that gets cashed in New York gets rerouted all the way to San Francisco. And it's weeks and weeks before the bank that casher knows they're bad.
Wait. So those numbers at the bottom of the check, they actually mean something?
They mean that Frank Taylor and Frank Williams and William Franklin are the same person. That means that he can stay in one place and write bad checks for weeks and weeks. That means there must be thousands more bad checks just like this one out there. More bum checks than a Prague prison.
No!
That means no Christmas for you, Mickey Mouse. No Hanukkah either.
Well, that'll keep him busy for a while. But unfortunately, Mr. Henry was right. My clock was ticking. I had always wanted to be good at something, and now I was really good at passing bad checks. I was a crook, and nothing more, and the shelf life was only getting shorter. But then one day, I went walking past the Tudor Hotel on 42nd Street, and destiny came walking out those revolving doors.
Excuse me.
It's a little late to be checking out, isn't it?
We all have evening flights.
We all? Are you seeing this? Excuse me. Who are you all waiting for?
The pilots.
Excuse me, miss. I've been training to be a pilot. Is that my...
1 second. Here it is. Talk to Jerry Taylor, VP of Personnel. Tell him Cindy sent you.
Thank you, miss. Tell me, is flying everything that's cracked up to be?
The only thing better than flying is a very long layover.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cindy, Mindy, Lindy, Shelley, Kelly, Nellie, Sherry, Terry, Carrie, and the James. I like to call them the Jet Set.
Oh, Captain Romance with a frown upon my face.
Just left Wisconsin, where there's usually enough to start this rat race.
But thanks to the brother ride, we don't know where we'll sleep tonight. Yeah, I'm a bird in the sky.
And tomorrow when I ride out, we stop in Paris, that's the love in my heart. Sky's the limit, time to play. I'll put down roots some other day. The jet set is the only way to go.
You're writing articles for the school paper.
Yes, sir. Frank Black from Monroe High School. I want to know everything there is to know about being a Pan Am pilot. For example, what does it mean when one pilot says to another pilot, I've been on the same equipment all week, been jumping puddles for the week and weary?
It means they're flying the same short flights, mostly commuters.